Big Jack Lil here, eating a fruit bowl. I'm on a fruit kick right now, like eating fruits in the morning. Just some grapes, bananas, apples, and oranges, and a little bit of honey. And I'm gonna go get my steps, and I'm gonna work out. And I got to get this card to be able to serve alcohol at this restaurant I'll be working at. So is working at a restaurant that serves alcohol a trigger or a deterrent? You know, there's really been no rhyme or reason to a lot of the decisions and things that have happened in my life. I can't stand alcohol. It doesn't go with having a great physique. You can't drink, and I'm not saying you can't have a drink every now and then, but it's saying like alcohol in general is just, I hate it, but I have resorted to it to get away from my reality. Working in a restaurant though that serves alcohol is not going to affect me. I know in my heart it's not going to be a trigger. I'll be honest with you, to be quite straight up honest, I feel like, thank God I'm on Suboxone, because it's helping me in all areas, to be honest, with dealing with cravings and withdrawals of anything of that nature. Last year I did relapse on alcohol when I did 7-0, when I relapsed. I don't understand it. But here's the thing, I got to get a job. I'm sick of being broke. And I'm not saying that in the sense that I'm broke. My wife takes care of me, but come on, you know what I'm saying? You got like, I hate asking her for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be, self-sufficient and help bring something to the table, and also be able to, pay for my own stuff. And she's been taking care of me, and I need to, try to give back. And that's just keeping it real. I made up in my mind yesterday that I'm going to go into every restaurant until I get a job, and I just happened to get lucky and get to the first restaurant, and they hired me, and it's a pretty good restaurant, and I've actually liked the restaurant that I'm going to be working at. At least I got a good feel for it. But is there a possibility for relapse? There's always a possibility of relapse. It doesn't matter where I work. When I leave, I have a choice to, pass the beer stores or, do whatever. I don't believe, honestly, working in a restaurant selling alcohol and being around it is going to affect me at this point. I've been through too much. I got too much going on. Too many positive things happening right now that I just don't foresee that being an issue. For some people, I think you got to know yourself. I think I have to just know in my heart that now is the time for this season in my life to have a job, get back on my feet as far as working, and at least being able to make money. Another thing is child support. You can't operate with child support taking all your check if you get a crappy job, and I'm having to take crappy jobs right now, and then you're not making that much anyway, and then taxes and child support leave you with like nothing. It's not going to happen, guys. You got to find a way. And if you don't know how to wait tables and you're in the same boat, you might want to learn how to wait tables, because you can make cash and you can have a chance, because they can't take your cash. You're required to claim minimum wage, and that is exactly what I claim. Because the government's trying to take all your money anyway, and then child support as well. Come on, man. I mean, we got to live. And it's sad for me because I haven't seen these two kids. They don't have my last name. They changed their names. I haven't had anything to do with them. In the beginning, it was not by choice. I wanted something to do with them. But after so long, and then them changing their names, and they don't want anything to do with me, then it's done. But I still have a child support order. I'm trying to get an attorney so that I can go to court and get it changed. Other than that, I'll be paying these arrears until I can pay it off, which is another reason I got a job waiting tables. So You know, is it going to be a trigger to relapse? No. I don't have a problem. I will be letting people know, you know, that if they ask me to have a drink or something, that I don't drink. You know, I'm in recovery, and that's the truth. And you know, I don't foresee it. I'm 55, man. I've been through this motorcycle accident, and I've been through too much. I got too much riding. I got speaking engagements coming up. You know, the last thing I want to do is tarnish that at this point. So I'm not going to relapse in Jesus' name.